Let me ask you a quick question. Do you like this? Well, if you don't, then maybe you should listen real carefully to the information I'm about to give you. In today's video, we're talking about sport mode. Odds are, if you're watching this video, you probably have a car. And odds are, if you have a car, there's a feature that is called sport mode. For some reason, no one seems to understand what sport mode really does. So in this video, I'm going to break it down. I'm just going to explain why you should not be using sport mode. First off, I'm going to give you a brief explanation of what sport mode really does. In simple terms, you press the sport mode button and you're going to feel a little bit more power, a little bit more torque, but for what cost? You're going to get a little bit faster acceleration. The gas pedal is going to feel a little bit more touchy. You're just going to be able to zoom off. It's raising your RPMs, but there's so many negatives to this that I'm about to tell you, you'll never press that button ever again. First things first, let me explain to you why sport mode was even designed by car manufacturers. To keep it simple, sport mode is an option for your car for very specific scenarios on the open road. Sometimes you just need that extra little push, that extra acceleration, maybe to merge onto the highway, but you never know when you might need it, so that's why the button is there. But there's a lot of people that permanently leave their car in sport mode. I'm just like, huh? I'm about to go over every single reason why sport mode should not be permanently on in your car. There's tons of negative that comes from keeping it in sport mode. Quick little story though, a good friend of mine recently bought a car and we were driving together in this said car. Couldn't help but notice the car was in sport mode, so I kindly and respectfully said, maybe you should take it off sport mode. Proceeded to tell me he likes the way it feels, he likes the extra power. Keep in mind, you're only getting like this much more power in sport mode, just this much. And unfortunately, right now, his car is in the shop getting work on the engine. I don't know if they're correlated, but I'm sure having it in sport mode didn't really help. And you might be thinking, why? Why is sport mode so darn bad, Rudy? I'm going to go over all the reasons right here, right now. First negative about sport mode I'm going to tell you is that it eats up your gas like no other. Like I said, sport mode was never intended to keep it on permanently, so it's going to eat up your gas. You're sacrificing gas for a little bit of power. It's not a good deal. It's not worth it. Negative number two, it's going to eat up at your tires and brakes for sure. Obviously not drastically, but over time, keeping it in sport mode for long days, months, years, it's going to eat up those tires and those brakes a lot quicker than if you just had it in normal mode. The third reason why sport mode should never really be on for long periods of time or really ever, you are accelerating your engine's wear and tear big time. We'll say this does depend on the manufacturer to what extent you're going to wear it out, but really, it should not be on all the time. It's using different parts of the engine to give you a little bit more boost. It's not really good for it. It's no different from people that always mash the pedal just to speed around versus people that coast. You're just going to wear out the engine quicker. And why? Why would you want to do that? If you're spending your good hard-earned dollars on that car, why would you want to wear out the engine? Reason number four why you should not keep your car in sport mode, you're going to be operating the engine at a way higher temperature, which might lead to your car overheating. And if your car overheats, bye-bye engine. Like I mentioned a couple minutes ago, sport mode was designed for certain scenarios to use maybe once in a blue moon when you got to merge on the highway, not to keep it in there all the time. This could lead to your engine overheating, which is really not good. Reason number five why you should not keep your car in sport mode all the time. You're going to wear out your suspension. Your car has an adaptive suspension. Over time, sport mode could, and I mean could, wear it out. This is if you're using it every day, every time you hop in the car, every time you merge on the highway, sport mode is on, your suspension could suffer. Which leads me to negative number five is more frequent mechanic visits. Check engine light will be coming on a little bit more often when sport mode is on all the time, which is just not good. The second you press that sport mode button, you're going to see your RPM shoot up a little bit. This is artificially raising your RPMs to give you a little bit more of that instant response. It's just not really worth it, guys. All the negatives I'm telling you here, do you really think it's worth it to press that button and keep your car in sport mode? And I really hope the answer is no. Now, negative number seven is a little bit of a mental one, but it might make you a little bit overconfident. Let me explain that. A lot of people that have sports cars or people that have fast cars drive a little bit more risky. So when you press that button and you know you have a little bit more power, it might get yourself into a sticky situation that you wouldn't have if you would just kept the car in normal mode. I also just want to preface, this is mostly my opinion. I've been in the car industry for a long time. I see a lot lot of cars go in and out of the dealership. Familiar on how cars work, and in my opinion, and I've done my own research on this, and I see it every day, sport mode is just not worth it. It's just doing more harm than good. And the purpose of this video, maybe just one person will gain value from it and choose not to press that button, and it just might, maybe, save their engine.